Hello, I'm Mark Mason from Dashforce News, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Karen Shu from BlockCypher. How's it going, Karen?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you very much. So, big announcement towards the end of June. So, there's a Dash partnership with AloGateway. So, let's get into it straight away. So, what is AloGateway?
You can think of AloGateway as a payment processor. And so this is a really B2B relationship where they enable merchants, different companies, to provide Dash connectivity to enable people to get in and out of Dash. And this would be other merchants, not say you and I directly.
Interesting. So, I checked out the website, and on the website it mentions China UnionPay. I'm not really familiar with this. So what is China UnionPay, and why is it so significant?
Sure. So China UnionPay is a payment solution. They're an association for China's banking card industry, and they operate under approval with or of the People's Bank of China. And so they are connected to a number of ATMs for the largest banks in China, as well as some of the smaller ones. And that means they just have a really broad reach within China, Taiwan, and other Asian countries.
Interesting. So is AloGateway a B2B solution, or is it a POS solution, just to be clear?
So it's a POS, it's a B2B solution. So you can think of them as any other payment processor that is helping merchants process Dash payments without having to say directly do that themselves, and it makes them do it more easily because in AloGateway's case, they offer payment processing for China UnionPay, for the major credit cards because they're PCI compliant, so they can settle Visa and MasterCard payments. And adding Dash is another payment method, gives their customers choice, and makes it easier for merchants basically to offer their end customers, that flexibility. And the thing about AloGateway is that they were hearing this from their merchants. The merchants were hearing it from their customers, right? So it was very clearly from end consumers who wanted it.
That's really interesting. So, okay. So just to be clear for our viewers, it's not a online POS or brick and mortar solution. It's more of a back-end payments processor to facilitate payments for businesses. So a bit similar to what you do, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Except they're focused on payment processing, which is great.
Excellent. So I have to ask the question, do you know what businesses, merchants use AloGateway?
Yes, so AloGateway has a number of gaming customers and financial services type companies, like foreign exchange companies that use their services. And they're all over the world, though primarily in Asia.
Excellent. I think you mentioned some gaming ones as well off camera. So that sounds really exciting. So
Yeah.
would it be possible to get like a list of the merchants?
Yes, so what we'll do is ask AloGateway to send us a list of all those merchants that are using them right now and have Dash, and we'll put them up on Discover Dash and just make that very apparent and clear to everybody.
Excellent. That's music to my ears. So how we don't normally get a lot of news coming out of Asia in terms of Dash. So as you're involved with a lot of the integrations with Dash, how important is this partnership in terms of Dash network expansion into Asia?
Right, so this was part of a strategy that we had on two levels. The first level is geographic expansion that you mentioned. We've been doing a lot of analysis of Dash transactions, particularly in the last 3 months, and looking at where the aggregate activity has been. And what we found is, in addition to the expected activity in the U.S. and in Europe, there has been high concentrations of activity in China, Japan, and South Korea. So we know that while those areas are still developing, there is a lot of interest, and we just want to be able to grow it. Now, having partners like AloGateway help us achieve that goal, because it helps us with that second goal. So in addition to geographic expansion, we'll have B2B expansion. So we're able to do this many-to-many play, as opposed to just going straight to the end consumer, which we already are doing and which is important. We also want to be able to go to the merchants themselves, who then have their own, connections, their own ecosystems, and can rapidly expand the usage of Dash.
So that's really good to hear. So AloGateway is a major player in Asia, but do they just operate in Asia, or are they expanding into Europe or elsewhere, or do you know?
Yes. So they started off in Asia. They are expanding in Europe, and they have a number of plans to make their payment processing platform more ubiquitous. But in general, I would say it's Asia and Europe.
Wow. So this is really fantastic news. So in terms of gaming and Forex, that means lots of transactions, right? So this has a lot of potential. So this is really, really exciting. So please keep us up to date with this. Do you have any other upcoming integrations you're going to be announcing soon? And when can we expect to hear them? Like, is this going to when are we going to see the next Karen video? Is it going to be a couple of weeks or a month or two? What you got cooking?
Yeah, so I think it'll be in the next couple of weeks. So we have one coming up, and shortly, and then we have another exchange that we hope to announce too in another week or so. So lots of things happening, lots of good, strong expansion, and following the strategy that we have.
Right. I just want to say thank you very much for passing on the list, because I think although we had the press release and the news article that came out that was shared with the community, sometimes when you have these providers that facilitate these types of services, it's hard to see the full network effect that it has with the merchants, because I think a lot of people went to the website. I know I did, to have a quick look, and although they're playing like a key role helping businesses facilitate these payments, it's not always seen. So actually having the list of merchants is going to be great, and being added to Discover Dash as well is just fantastic. We could just keep growing month by month, and so many businesses are just, every day new businesses keep coming on board, and a lot of that is to do with you and the integrations that you keep providing us, thanks to BlockCypher. So thank you very much. And where can people go to find out more about AloGateway or yourself or BlockCypher?
So AloGateway site, AloGateway.co, and always come to BlockCypher site, BlockCypher.com. And feel free to reach out to me, and we'll put my Twitter handle on here, and anytime direct message me or anything. Always happy to hear from the community.
Excellent. Thank you, Karen, for taking the time to talk to us today. I know you're a very busy lady, so it's much appreciated as always. Thanks for talking to us today, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Mark. And yes, I hope to talk to you soon too.
Cool. Should we do a stay dashy? Stay dashy.
Stay dashy.